Yeah, so the care for and connected with, I didn't believe it at first, but then I saw it. And then I ended up on an Air Force base working with a squadron of fighter pilots. And I went to the general, who was this very, very serious guy. And I said, listen, I just want to let you know that I'm going to have to talk about care for and connection with as a prerequisite for leadership. And he said, why are you telling me this, ma'am? And I said, I'm a little concerned. I'm not concerned. I just want to make sure you know that this is coming. And he said, that is a very low bar for us. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, we don't require care for and connection with. We require deep appreciation and deep loving relationship for the people you lead. And I said, say more. And he said, that's how we stay alive. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, I can't even get care for and connection with.
Love?
I can't even get that by or through the corporate sector.
This is what the corporate world doesn't understand. You know, like I was hanging out with Marines and talking to a general who's responsible for all Marine Corps training, officer and enlisted. And he's a warrior. He's infantry. He's been deployed multiple times over the course of his career. You know, he's a hardened dude. And I said, what is the secret to the Marine Corps? Why are you guys so good at what you do? And he said, love of country, love of Corps, love of your fellow Marine. And the Marines are constantly referring to the intangibles. And what they mean is all this mushy stuff that they, you know, loyalty, love, and they just call them the intangibles because they're just hard to measure. But he was unabashed about saying love was the secret sauce of the Marine Corps.